Keeping calm is no Prob-LLAMA. Keeping calm is no Prob-LLAMA because you pause, breathe, then use your strategies to get your brain back to green. We've been talking a lot about our brains, the parts of our brain, remember, the smart part, the prefrontal cortex, that helps us make healthy choices and it helps us to learn and to be in control of our bodies, to have those safe hands and safe feet and use kind words. And when our brain is on green, we feel good because a happy heart equals a happy green brain. But we've also discussed that there is another part of our brain that wakes up and tries to take over when you and I have big feelings. And that part is that little part called our amygdala. It's little, but it's mighty. And remember, it has an important job. Its job is to help keep us safe. And so to keep us safe, it does three things. Remember those things? Fight, flight, that means run away, or freeze. Fight, flight, or freeze. And those are three important things that would help keep us safe if we really are in danger. But most of the time, especially when we're here at school, we're not in danger. So we don't need that amygdala to flip and take over. We need our prefrontal cortex, that smart part of our brain, to be in control. But we've talked about how big feelings wake up that amygdala, and we know that our amygdala is waking up because we feel it in our body. We call those feelings sensations. And remember, those sensations in our bodies are hints to us that things are changing in our brain, and then things start to change in our body, and we need to pause and breathe and use our strategies to get our brain back to green. Because if we don't listen to our heart beating fast and breathing harder, and if we don't listen when our body gets all this extra energy in our muscles, so we ball up our fists and we get a lot of energy in our mouth and in our teeth, and we start sweating, and we start feeling a lot of energy in our belly or in our legs, and so we want to punch and we want to kick. Guys, if we don't listen to those sensations building up in our body and pause and breathe and get our brain calm back down to green, we will flip our lid. Our brain will go to red, and that amygdala will take over. And if we're in danger, that's great. But if we're in class trying to do some work and the big feeling that triggered our amygdala was just frustration or confusion, or we just didn't get our way, and so our stubborn button turns on, and then that amygdala starts to come out, and we start throwing a fit, and we start getting dangerous, and we break those red zone rules. Remember those rules that we have to follow even when we flip our lid, and we can't just say, well, I have anger issues, I can't help it. No, we still have to be safe even when we flip our lid. So let's review those red zone rules, because we need to remember that number one, when we flip our lid, we don't hurt ourselves. We don't start biting and scratching ourselves and hitting our head against the wall and punching hard things so that our hands bleed. No, we don't hurt ourselves. And number two, when we're in the red zone or even in the yellow zone, we don't hurt others. We don't go around punching and kicking people. We don't go around bothering them and poking them and pushing them and all those unsafe things. We don't put our hands on people when we know our brain is on yellow or we know we're about to flip. No. And number three, we don't break things. That's a red zone rule. We don't break things and destroy property. And I know some of us like to throw things when we flip. But if those things are unsafe, like your Chromebook or a chair, or you're throwing your water bottle at somebody and you're breaking things, guys, not only is that breaking the red zone rule, it's unsafe. And after you calm back down, whatever you've destroyed, you're gonna have to pay for it. And that can get really expensive. So ladies and gentlemen, we're all humans. We all feel those sensations in our body when our brain goes to yellow. But what you and I have to do is make sure that we're doing a better job listening to those sensations. And when we feel those sensations in our body, stopping. That's why we say pause. Pause means stop. Stop what you are doing. And if you think you're going to break a red zone rule, then stop and go to a safe place. Go to a safe place away from other people and things so that you can safely pause and then start to breathe. And we've talked about different breathing strategies. Yeah, you can breathe in and out, but sometimes you need a strategy. Sometimes you might want to count to 10. Sometimes you want to do what I do, and I trace my hand and I breathe. Sometimes you might want to do that flower and candle strategy. Sometimes you might want to do that strategy I've showed some of you guys before, where you're breathing and you're crossing your arms and you're tapping. And maybe you tap to a beat. Maybe you sing a happy song in your brain while you're tapping and breathing. Guys, you've got to figure out what breathing strategies will help you to get your brain back to green. And then you've also got to figure out other strategies that will help keep your brain on green. I've told most of you that I love to sing and I have to have happy songs playing in my brain. I don't need a radio. No. I keep those songs playing in my brain. I have to dance it out. Sometimes I just have to sing a happy song to myself. Guys, you do whatever you've got to do. If you need to go for a walk, just walk around the room to breathe. If you need to take some time to give yourself a good squeeze, because sometimes, that pressure of squeezing and hugging helps our brain and body. Maybe guys, you are a talker and you need to go talk to somebody about your big feelings. Maybe you're an artist and you need to draw it out. Maybe you're a writer and you need to jot down your ideas and your thoughts really quick in a journal. Guys, everybody is different, and you've got to figure out what strategies work for you to keep your brain on green so that you can always make good choices and be safe and learn. Because your brain, remember, it doesn't learn when that amygdala is trying to take over. Because all the amygdala does is those three things: fight, flight, or freeze. And it doesn't know how to make the safe choices. So in our raffle, we're not only going to be remembering our strategy, but you have a chance to earn tickets simply for using the strategy. You want to sing it with me? Here we go again. Keeping calm is no Prob-LLAMA. Keeping calm is no Prob-LLAMA because you pause, stop, walk somewhere safe if you need to. Breathe. Use a breathing strategy if you need to. Then use some strategies to get that brain back to green and keep it there. Yeah. So you can earn tickets just for pausing and breathing and using strategies to keep calm, especially when you have big feelings or things get really challenging and life gets tough. And in this raffle, your tickets give you a chance to win $25 in hot bucks, a fun little llama. I've got a whole bunch of different ones. And I have another cool prize. Ooh, can you see it? It's a growing brain. Yeah, it's one of these cool things that you stick in water and you let it sit there for a day and then it gets really big. Ooh. So I have lots of cool things that you can possibly win in this raffle. Now remember, the more tickets you earn, the more chances you have to win. So earning one ticket is great, but the more tickets you earn, the more chances you have to win. So guys, earn a ticket, definitely. But earn more than 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 or 20. So guys, I look forward to seeing how many tickets each of you earn in this raffle simply by listening to your sensations and pausing, breathing, and using your strategies to get your brain back to green, because keeping calm is no Prob-LLAMA. All right, guys, get to earning your tickets right now.